G'day everyone, my name's Dean, and we've got some more Shield action today. Hopefully not too much more of this stuff before we start to get into some really high quality international level stuff. But first class game at the Gabba, Victoria and Queensland coming up. I'm making too much noise by banging this chair. I apologise greatly. Let's see if we can make some more runs for fun today. Honestly, I need to make it like a company and just call it runs for fun, because it is a great meme. Now, remember Labuschagne, last time, he messed up the toss because he elected to bowl when he should have batted, and we were like none for 150 odd or whatever. I didn't really look at the pitch. It says hard and dry, which means I would love to bat on it, because if it crumbles later on in the match, easy win. All right, let's get things underway here today. First ball today, Feldman to me. And we'll let that one go. Like, once we get to test match cricket, that's when I'll really slow up, I reckon. But, as for now, I still feel like I can play my shots a little bit if I'm good enough and capable of doing it. Just leave a few outside off. It's straight and off the mark with a couple of runs. So, you guys have got your wish. I've been playing slow for 5 deliveries. Let's see how quickly it lasts before we end up, I'm sure we'll be on like 100 off 20 balls by the end of the day. Yeah, let that one go through. That could be wide. It's not a wide. Into the first over, none for 2. Amazing slow play right there. Oh, that's not bad. Like, you are supposed to, I guess, play it somewhat safe for the start of your innings before you sort of progress into hitting like hooks and pulls and things like that. But as for right now, I think we're in not a bad vein of form. We're coming off the back of 300s, a couple of 50s. So it's not like we've been a bad player. Oh, that is not good. That is a wicket. Just got it a little bit early, I reckon. I've played it a fraction early, inside edged onto the pad. That is the first non-halfer in quite some time. Good catch taken. Andy Owen goes for 5. 1 for 6, Victoria. And now, all of a sudden, I'm in the bowl, and we are trailing, or we're in front by a further 153. So we got knocked over by about 180, which means my decision to bat was a poor one. Or we just batted poorly, which could also be the same sort of result. Oh, this is close! Oh, I'm surprised that ball didn't go back onto the stumps. Hazlitt survives. Let's have a look at it here, because this is a close call. Let's see if I can utilise my bowlers here to try and get wickets, other than me. There hasn't been too many wickets to fall. But looks like Queensland have now declared at 487, and it sent us out to the middle. So we're still 270 behind. And they get to bat again. So I've got to maybe play a little bit more aggressive just to get some runs. Like, if we're to be any chance in this match, we probably need to be none for about 100. At minimum. That's not a great shot either. So 33 overs left in the day. That's about 150 balls. 168 balls to be exact. And we are going to just try and, I guess, if we survive till then, say we go 4 and over, it's another 120 odd runs. We're none for 130. So that would be the ideal sort of finish to the day for us. Would be about none for 130, 150. Yep, that should be 4. No man back there. Simple as you like. It's the end of that second session of the day. So we've got one session to come. And hopefully in this one I said, you know, we'll be aiming to survive. There's only about 30 odd overs in it. And if we can survive it, then we should be looking okay, I guess, for the next little bit. Cheeky little single there. Careful about the runouts. Don't want to be causing any of those. So wicket lost from a run out. I've only one man I can bring in to save the day here. And Swepson is not in. That's so weird that there was a run out while I was at the crease, but I wasn't involved. And then it allowed me to pick who was in next. But then it didn't actually let me pick who was in next because I totally didn't pick Bukowski to be in next, but he's in now anyway, isn't he? So strange. Spinner on super early though, 7.2 overs. Or 7 overs in and you've already put the spinner on, so clearly a plan to try and get me out here. 4, 2 straight. And, oh, it's not going to reach the boundary. It's only going to be a couple. Spinner to continue. And I continue to sweep Swepson away for just the one. Get myself off strike. Quicker delivery. Swept away. And there's actually no man sort of back there. And it's going to be 4. Only the short, fine leg, which I found a bit of a surprise given how strong I am on the onside. That's a good shot too. Through the covers. Played quite well. I mean, it's been a much slower burn with this innings. Like, it's taken me 35 balls to get there. I don't think there's been nearly as many boundaries as I would have normally hit throughout an innings, but it's been still a pretty good innings nonetheless. There's been no real chances. But otherwise, I think I've played it quite well. My confidence is sky high. My stamina is full. And, like, I'm just playing the percentages, getting these singles off the spinner, not trying to force any boundaries, not, like, you know, I guess the thing when I play aggressively, or at least when I get a lot of runs very quickly, is I want to score every single delivery. I want to score every single run. Like this delivery, I see there's a big gap on the onside, so I'm like, right, I'm going to hit it on the onside, I want to score there. Whereas I guess the mindset most of the time for a first-class cricketer, I mean, it's probably a little bit of that, but it's more likely, you know, if there's any sort of risk involved, like an outside edge or something, they'll kind of just leave it. That one, arguably a chance towards short leg, which is how we got caught out in the first innings. It's a quick single there. Again, I've just been sort of looking to score. Reverse, sweep it away. There was probably more than one in it. We're going to look for 2. There might even be 3. The fielder is in the deep. He's a long way in the deep. We probably could have got to the 3 anyway, but Popovsky a little bit slow off the mark after the 2. Yeah, we're looking much better this innings. Oh, a little bit of airtime on that one. So that man at short leg, he's a half a chance if he pays attention, because I am giving him opportunity. But again, we sort of go back to where we wanted to be at the end of the day's play. We wanted to be, I guess, none down, but that's not going to be the case. We are at least 1 wicket down. With myself and Popovsky starting a little bit of a rebuild here. Our partnership's been quite good. We've hit, I don't know, a number of runs, maybe even a 50-odd partnership. That's a short ball that is maybe a wide. It is a wide. Our partnership is worth 58. So it's been quite a good partnership. And we're hopefully going to be continuing on through the end of the night. Till the end of the day's play. This will just be the 1. Once I get to test cricket, I'll really crank up the sort of slowness of my mentality. Have a look at this. We've lost wicket number 2. And look who's in at the other end. It's me. It's actually me. Andy Allen brings up the 50. Meanwhile, I'm at that other end. Have a look at him, just a little smug down there. The real dream team pairing of myself and Andy Owen. We're just 2 unique individuals that really play cricket quite well together. Andy, of course, used to be a left-hander, modelled himself off my game once he saw me rise up the ranks and decided to change to a right-handed batsman. And he's just gone to a whole new level since modifying himself to that right-handed batsman. Oh, that's a great shot. That's 4 from Owen. Took the short ball on. Absolutely smashed it away. A lot of people ask also, how do you leave the ball? But honestly, just read the instructions, because it's different depending on which control scheme you use. So I use the buttons, which means all I have to do is click the right stick in, and he leaves the ball. Oh, I probably missed out there. Probably should have driven that one. Anyway, here's a 50. Lots of singles, a few boundaries in there, lots of twos as well, and there's a 3 in there. So it's been a little bit of a different sort of a knock, but we've been getting through it. 58 from 50 balls. 15 overs remaining in the day, according to the bottom of the screen there. That's 2 straight, that'll be 2. But yeah, there was a big gap on the leg side. I probably missed out a little bit there. You can still see it. Anything sort of, you get past sweeps in here, short leg, and there are runs to be had. There's probably 2s, 3s, 4s, you name it, available. That's a good ball. Cut away. And if you look at this pitch as well now, you can really starting to see it is deteriorating. So any sort of a lead that we can somewhat get, look at the pitch. It's really starting to crumble, and you can see there's a lot of grey near where the sort of crease is. So we need to be very careful of that, because it is going to get harder and harder to bat on. We still need a further 157 to get back in the game. And even then, once we're back in the game, we've then got to put on at least probably 120 odd to make it somewhat tricky. Got a 1 here, just beating that man just forward, sort of sure square leg. Up the 1. Oh no, I'm out. I am out, which is a bit of a disappointment. Brings Seb Gotch to the crease. When I say I'm out, I mean me, not Andy. Andy has survived. He's still around. Going to try and stick it out till the end of the day's play. If he's still there at the end of the day, we are half a chance of pulling off something in this match. If he's not there at the end of the day, well, chances are we're probably going to lose. And the reason Owen is so critical now is he's an in-batsman. He's played well on this wicket, and in a Victorian side that has struggled to score runs in the opening innings. When you've got someone like this in form, they need to go on and get a big score, like a really big score. They're coming around the wicket now. That's a no ball. So that'll be worth 2 there for the main team total. It's a single here towards the deep cover. So we're pushing this score along. It's ticking over a little bit slower than we probably would have liked it to, but that's test cricket, or that's first class cricket, the way you got to play, and it's going to be a bit of a task, of course, surviving until the end of the day, as well as just trying to keep pushing the run rate along. But one thing we can't afford to do is just hang about at the crease. If we're just trying to survive at the crease, chances are that we will lose the game, because there's still plenty of time in the game, and there's still plenty of runs, I guess, out there that we want to sort of get before this pitch really becomes a hassle to bat on. And like, this is only day 2, and you can see how bad or how much the pitch has started to change. It's Big Billy Stanlake steaming in now. So you can really see how much this pitch has changed in the course of 2 days. I can imagine on sort of day 3, if we can survive maybe the first session of day 3, or the first session and a half, it might be enough to just make this this test be over in the 3rd day's play, and there'll be lots of wickets fall then. So wait and see. Another no ball. There's just been a few of those this over. That's what happens when you're exhausted like Stanlake is. You can see he's got almost no stamina left. Tuck this onto the onside. There might be a couple here to give Gotch the strike for the next over. 3 for 131. Oh, big outside edge from Gotch, and that's 4. 77 from 77. And 7 fours. There's a bit of numerology for you, everyone. Oh, big sweep. Big 4 runs. Another big sweep. Should be 3 or 4. 3. Turning and coming back for the 4th run. Oh, let's make it 5. No, let's not. I'll be out. Again, I don't know what Labuschagne's doing here, but he's just bowling it super straight, or even super leg-sided, and allow me to get 2s and 3s on an easy sort of a sweep. And again, it's the same result, and it's 4 more. This is an expensive over now from a Queensland point of view. There's been 15 runs or so from it. 15 runs off this over from Labuschagne. Jeez, that's a wide too. He's just bowling wider and wider every time. So I think that might be the end of the day or something weird. Is this now day 3? It is now day 3. So we're now starting the third day's play here. Oh, jeez. And I'm 95 from 85. That's probably not the greatest stroke to try and start the day off here. We're still a further 98 runs behind. And we've got a bit of work to be done. We'll just get the single. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up this episode very shortly. And we'll continue on with this quest for this this match. Or whatever sort of results in that in the next video. So we'll work out and we'll see how it all plays out. There's the 100. That'll be the end of today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. And I'm super pumped about the 100. If you want to see what happens next, make sure you watch the next episode of Cricket 19 Career Mode. I will see you guys later. Goodbye. No run.